Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season.
Baby, I'm about to unpause. Give me like 1 second. There you go.
Offense getting set for first down. The give on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Trying play action. He's got an open man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like run, so they play fake. And the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. As the defense comes out, they've got him pinned back, and listen to the roar of this crowd. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Open space at the 25. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He leaves it with his back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Dropping back, it's Collins. Trying to beat the D deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
On second down, he's looking downfield. He lets one fly deep. Reels it in down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. And Clemson might just be rolling out another dude at quarterback. They've had 3 guys throw for more than 10,000 yards, including the great Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and it feels like every year you're going, okay, yeah, that guy, he's next. He's next in line to be that dude because they do a good job with their QBs and finding them, recruiting them, and then developing them and really using their skill sets great. That's why Clemson had that stretch of such dominance in college football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see... position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looking for a productive play on first down. Defense not showing press coverage. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed.
And the ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. The Tigers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurl over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Complete downfield. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run on the doorstep. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get in the midst of those big plays.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
3rd and goal situations, these are so hard as a defense, so little room to be able to give an inch at all. And you know when he goes under center, there's a good chance quarterback sneaks coming, and the offense does it and successfully gets the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after it was hit.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback checking off. He'll come out throwing on first down. Buying some time. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wide out in motion. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You got to give kudos to this defense. They are so well coached up. How about the awareness and the ability to play with great eye discipline? They located the football. They located that receiver on the jet sweep and were able to make the tackle.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Quickly complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously.
Unloads it downfield. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Just feeds the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Back to pass, it's Collins. It's complete! Into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Going up top. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try the run. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go with a direct snap. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel.
And the ball's loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's looking to throw it. Lofts one high and deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The ball pops out. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Snatches it on the right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass. It's Collins. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, LSU.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good, and that lead grows even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple of yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Looking for a man. It's Collins. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not...
And it's slipped out. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
To the air on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On second down, looking to throw. Gonna let it fly. Snags it inside the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Makes his connection. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
That didn't bust for a long one. Now, third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's a go.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That
picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
well, that's an unfortunate play.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
He's going up top. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7th.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the ball is intercepted. Got room on the return. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
Well, the defense is expecting pass on that one. Third and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead with the 6. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdown.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now Howe will... Looking for a deep man. Oh, and he gets downfield with a big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Motion from the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Collins. They're bringing heat. Dances away from the heat. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Finds his man down the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the...
Touchdown LSU! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs. He's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Clemson jumps to the line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like nice first down execution.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dances away. He'll pull it down and run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They move on top here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Now it's up to the defense to put this game on ice with a few minutes left to play. A quick pass to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Might be looking to run. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward. And that
going deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a two-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the misconnection, it's second down. To the air, it's Collins. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He wants a big play here late. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson! These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Lining up to add another. Wants to go up. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He'll run into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, It's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back.
Just keeps moving. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
To throw, it's Collins. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish
that shit crazy. Hell no, I was going to Samson.
And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a
Like
chunk
this,
play.
hell yeah.
Start somewhere, Reese.
That defense playing. Y'all boys got that defense climb down there at 4. Ain't let me do shit.
I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
There we go.
Looking down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And they make
It's gonna be a long season. It's gonna be a long season. I'm already knowing.
With a red zone opportunity. LSU with the
You
first
feel me?
here. Use the
TD
play
right
fake
here.
now to throw.
It's too deep.
He's got it. And he will score.
Now they want to wake up.
Touchdown, Tigers.
And a nice
Yeah.
touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to
Yeah, good game though.
It's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions. This
Houston
late
in the
game,
eights.
it would take
Prince and
a
shit.
miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing
Yeah.
to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Facts. I'm in like 4 of them. I'm in the Madden League. These whole, I mean, the 2 and under. Yeah, about 4 leagues on
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him
I
at the
already know I had to lock in with this whole too, so I can stop losing. That nigga Bama,
Wilson has their paws
that nigga
on it.
Georgia,
They'll
that
send out the
nigga Bama and this hoe, that nigga Georgia, the nigga gonna be, it's them niggas you gotta watch out for when you playing.
Yeah, the worst case scenario now for this offense is victory formation.
That too,
victory formation,
especially Bama ass.
No doubt about it. When you're up 2+ possessions, there's no way for the defense to get back.
I just had the best recruiting class last season. That's where all these niggas came from.
Off play action. Looking to
I had a
scramble.
decent.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
I think I was like 9-2 last season. Lost first round of the playoffs.
Pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Running out the clock seems to be
Yeah.
a mere formality here as they are
right,
ready to
family.
snap it in victory formation. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offenses will just boom in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed,